Whenever we try to connect to the Wi-Fi network wants us to enter password to connect to the network. Here password is same for all the users, so anybody can connect to a Wi-Fi network with that password. For example, you have some guest at your home and they are asking for Wi-Fi password, but you don't want to allow all the guests but some of them only. So here, how to authenticate each and every user with different password. If there is a way to configure user-specific password to access the Wi-Fi network, it means one Wi-Fi with multiple password. Yes, there is. The answer is Radius Server. Using Radius Server with WPA Enterprise, we can authenticate each user with different username and password. Hello, this is Local Guy. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to install and configure free Radius Server. So watch this video till the end. Let's start the video. Here I will give some overview how we can achieve this. We will install free Radius Server on PC and will connect the PC to Wi-Fi router using Ethernet cable. Here our Wi-Fi router will act as a client. Server and client will authenticate each other with secret password, which we will configure in client configuration file in free Radius Server. We will also configure the users file in Radius Server and will add each user with different username and password, just like a database. When users try to connect to Wi-Fi network, Wi-Fi router will ask them to provide username and password. Wi-Fi router, which act as a client, will send that username and password to server, and here server will check that username and password in the database to allow that user on Wi-Fi network or not. So let's start the configuration. Here I will use Raspberry Pi instead of PC as free Radius requires Linux based OS. First, take VNC of Raspberry Pi. My Raspberry Pi IP address is 192.168.0.102. Here my laptop is already connected to Wi-Fi router. Enter username and password of Raspberry Pi. Here username is Pi and password is Raspberry. First, we have to update the Raspberry Pi. For that, open terminal window and type sudo apt-get update. Here, I have already updated the Raspberry Pi. Now, to install free Radius Server, type command sudo apt-get install free Radius. It will take some time to install. Here, I have already installed the free Radius Server. Now we are going to configure clients file. Clients file is located at etc free radius 3.0 clients.config. To edit clients file, type sudo nano space slash etc slash free radius slash 3.0 slash clients.conf. Here all the attributes are available to configure clients file. We are going to add client IP address. Here client is our Wi-Fi router. My Wi-Fi router IP address is 192.168.0.1. The syntax is like this: client space 192.168.0.1 space open parenthesis secret is equal to pass 0000 short name is equal to home Wi-Fi and close parenthesis. Here secret is password for server and client, so they can authenticate each other using secret password. You can give any name for short name and save the file. Now we are going to add some users. For that we have to edit users file. Users file is located at sudo nano space slash etc slash free radius slash 3.0 slash users. Here all the attributes are given to configure users. Sample syntax is given here. Bob is the username and hello is the password. Server will reply with hello message if username password is correct. We will add username and password using this syntax. We have to add users at the top of this file. Here we have added 3 users: user 1 with password pass1111, user 2 with password pass2222, user 3 with password pass 3333 and save the file. Now we are going to start our FreeRADIUS server. For that, run the command sudo service FreeRADIUS start. Remember, anytime you changes in the configuration, first stop FreeRADIUS server and then start the Radius server again. You can check the status of the FreeRADIUS using command system control status freeradius.service. You can see that server is active and running. You can also check the configuration is proper or not using readtest command. For that, type readtest user1 pass 1111.127.0.0.1 0 testing 123. Here 127.0.0.1 is localhost and secret password testing 123 is default in client configuration file. You can see that access is accepted and server has replied with hello user1. Now we have to configure our Wi-Fi router. For that, open the login page of your Wi-Fi router using IP address. Here it is 192.168.0.1. Enter the username and password. Now under wireless, open security and select WPA Enterprise. Select version WPA2, encryption AES, radius server IP address 192.168.0.102, radius port 1812 which is default, radius password pass 0000 and save the configuration. Now disconnect from Wi-Fi and try to connect again. You can see the changes. This time Wi-Fi router is asking username and password. Enter username user1 and password pass1111 and there you go. You are connected to Wi-Fi network using username and password. You can delete the username and password of the users when they don't require Wi-Fi access. So in this way, you can configure WPA Enterprise Security with Radius server to secure your home Wi-Fi network. If you have any questions, then ask me in the comment section. Like and share this video and subscribe to the channel.